Station, come back with your call.
Kilowatt 4, kilowatt Japan.
The Kilowatt Japan station, come back with your call sign totally and phonetically.
Kilowatt 4, kilowatt Japan.
Kilowatt 4, kilowatt Japan. Roger?
That is correct. Name is Ken. I am in western North Carolina.
Roger, Ken. I think we may have spoken the other day.
We probably did. I'm actually mobile, remoting back in home.
Roger that. Yeah, we have the QSO-VLOG page on YouTube. And, gosh, I've got your piece up there. I think that's you.
Let's see. Might have been. I don't know what the other day is. Had I put this 160-meter full-wave loop up yet? Because that's what I'm testing out on just 100 watts.
Roger, Roger. Let me check my... gosh, are you in Tobaccoville, North Carolina?
No, sir, I am not.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I have a K2KXK. I got you confused. I'm sorry.
No, that's quite all right. I confuse a lot of people.
Roger, I also. Well, anyway, you have a really good signal and you're remoting. Where are you in reality?
I am, let's see, right now I'm near, I'm between Asheville and Hickory, North Carolina at the moment, traveling up Interstate 40, and I'm remoting back home to on a Mastro to a Flex 6500.
All right, sir. So let me make sure I've got your call correct. Kilo 4, Kilo Japan, Roger?
That is correct.
All right, this is your lucky day, I guess, maybe. I don't know. We're running QSO-VLOGs, recordings, and so I am recording at the moment, so I'm copying your remote-controlled station, Roger.
All right, well, thank you, sir. That's, yeah, if you could give me a little bit of a signal report and where you are.
I am next door to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm about 3 miles from downtown Louisville on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, Roger, and you're definitely a 5'9", Roger.
Okay, all right. Well, let me switch on an amplifier, and let's see how much difference it makes.
You did copy that, right?
Roger.
Thank you.
Okay, now I've got the amp on. Takes a second there to do that remotely. And just seeing how this, what the difference is between that and 100 watt.
About 15 dB of noise. You were about 8 dB above my noise. I'm looking at the audio output of my Yaesu 990, looking at the audio output on the VU meter. And when you first came in, you were about, your noise level was about a -8, meaning that the peaks of your modulation were 8 dB above my noise level. When you put on your amp, the noise level, after I adjusted for your increased level, the noise level went down to about 17 dB. So, you know, quite a difference.
Okay, yeah, and that's about a kilowatt right there. Okay, well, this full wave loop for 160 it seems to be loading up on all the bands pretty well. SWR is pretty good on all of them too, and it must be working because you are. Oh, let's see. I think you've been a solid 10 over at least on me the whole time.
Roger, Roger. Well, if I were you, I would run it pretty much like you're running it now, as opposed to the way you were running it before. I mean, that's, but then that's just me, you know.
Oh yeah, and I would. I was just basically I was just seeing if I could get a hold of you on 100 watts to you know, little better test for me that way. I know I could probably get to you with power, but yeah, and you know the band's probably not in the greatest shape, but hey, it works.
Oh, does it ever work? Yes, definitely, for sure. Now, you may find it interesting that I am recording this because if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, you can you'll get to our QSO-VLOG page. Right at the top, there's one that's got 160 QSOs on it. If you click on that, and it opens up our QSO here will be at the towards the top under Art Bell, and you will see exactly how drastic difference it is between the way you were and the way you are.
Okay. I will look forward to that when I get a chance this afternoon to check that out on some YouTube. And I said I'm looking that up under your call sign, correct?
Oh, that's a Roger. And there'll be probably 2 or 3 days before I manage to get it posted. What we do is we usually run for a couple of hours twice a week or so on this frequency to do the QSO-VLOG recordings, and then we kind of work on it over a couple of 3 days, getting them posted, Roger.
Okay, great. Then I will, I need to write your call sign down since I'm driving, but I can do that and drive and talk to you at the same time. Now don't ask me how that's possible, but I'm going to do it. If you would please, sir, give me your call sign.
Roger, I have trouble remembering my name, let alone doing 3 or 4 things at the same time, Ken. But the name here is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and the call sign is Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor. That's what you'd use on YouTube. Do a search on that, and that'll take you to our QSO-VLOG page.
All right, I got it. Well, that's... you know, you can do many things at a time, especially when you have no working brain cells.
Roger, well, that's probably my downfall, Roger.
Oh, okay. You have working brain cells. Well, that can be a hindrance for some people.
I go into a room and say, "Hey, what am I doing here?"
All right, Jim. I'm sure there's probably some other people who want to say hello to you. But I appreciate the help, sir, and enjoy the rest of your day up in Louisville. I've been there several times, so it's an okay city for Kentucky, and we're having a little bit of a cold snap here in the Carolinas this morning. It was like down to 30, 32 where I was at, but it's supposed to warm up to the mid-50s, so I hope it does. Have a good one, sir. K4KKJ.
Roger, just a couple of questions before you go. When you went to high power, was that 1500 or KW?
KW.
Roger, Roger. And what's the name of the town that the transmission is actually coming from?
That would be CATABA, CATAWBA, North Carolina.
Roger. And what kind of antenna are you running there?
It's a loop, 160 meter full wave loop.
160 meter. Do you run that quite a bit, that band?
Well, I just got it up last week, and that's why I've been testing it out. And yeah, it seems to be performing very well. I've got 2 other antennas up, and this one seems to be beating both of them.
Roger that. So you have an auto tuner that does your dirty work as far as keeping everything copacetic?
Yes, sir. I've got the Palstar HF Auto, and I'm running the solid state RF kit from Germany, and it also has an antenna tuner and 4 ports on it, but they're still working on getting the automatic side of that working.
Roger. Well, beautiful signal, beautiful signal. Technically, I would not know where you are other than at your radio. That's how transparent your system is, Roger.
Well, thank you, sir, and that's what we kind of wanted it for. It seems to be working very well.
Roger, couldn't ask for better perfection. So 3's that way, Ken. Have a good day, sir, and we'll catch you later.
Thank you, Jim. You too, sir. K4KKJ, 73.